He's got away. Oh, shooting chance!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to try something completely new in eFootball 2027, the Overload playstyle with Frank Lampard. This playstyle pushes a lot of players forward, creates heavy pressure, and allows us to attack aggressively from the opponent's half. What I really like about Overload is the one-touch passing. With so many players moving forward, the short passing combinations through the middle become really fast and unpredictable. Of course, when you push so many players forward, you're going to leave some space at the back. But with the right adjustments, we can still build a pretty balanced defensive system. In this time, eFootball 2027 also introduces fluid formation, which allows us to set up a different attacking formation and defensive formation. So today, I'm going to use a 4-1-2-3 in attack, and then switch into a 4-1-4-1 when defending. This is also my first time trying the Overload playstyle, and after testing it in actual matches, I'm pretty impressed with how much attacking power and pressure this system can create. So now, let's get into the team setup. Since this is my first test with the Overload playstyle, I'm going to start with a 4-1-2-3 formation. Now, let's go through each position and the player playstyles I'm using. Starting with the defense, at LB, you can use either an offensive fullback or a defensive fullback, depending on how you want your team to play. For the RB, I prefer a defensive fullback to give us more balance at the back. In central defense, I'm using one destroyer together with one build-up. Moving into midfield, at DMF, I prefer an anchor man to hold his position and protect the area in front of the defense. For the two AMF positions, I'm using a creative playmaker on one side and a hole player on the other. These two players will be very important for our combinations and attacking runs. Next, we have the two wide forwards, LWF and RWF. For both positions, I prefer using prolific wingers. However, you can also use a creative playmaker or hole player in either position, depending on the players you have. There's one important thing I want to point out about these two wide positions. I recommend using players who can play well as both wingers and wide midfielders, because this becomes very important when we set up the fluid formation. I'll explain exactly why in just a moment. Finally, we have the CF. For this position, you can use either a goal poacher or an advanced striker, depending on the type of striker you have. And now we get to the part I find the most interesting about this setup, fluid formation. For the defensive formation, I'm going to move both wide forwards, the LWF and RWF, down into LMF and RMF. So our attacking 4-1-2-3 will transform into a 4-1-4-1 when defending. This gives us more players in midfield when we lose the ball, keeps the team more compact, and reduces the amount of space on the flanks. So even though Overload is mainly focused on attacking and putting pressure on the opponent, we can still create a pretty balanced system between attack and defense. And with the team setup done, let's move on to the individual instructions. For the individual instructions, I'm going to use defensive and anchoring on the DMF. With defensive, the DMF will focus more on holding his position and helping out defensively, especially in front of the back line. And anchoring will keep him from drifting too far to either side, so he stays around the central area and keeps the team more balanced. With these two instructions together, the DMF can focus mainly on defending and protecting the middle of the pitch, which is really important when we're using the Overload playstyle. As for tight marking, I've already talked about this quite a lot in my previous videos, so I won't go into too much detail today. You can watch the full match highlight later and see how I use tight marking differently depending on the opponent and the match. Now, let's watch the full gameplay and see how this 4-1-2-3 Overload setup actually performs in real matches.
to lock horns. This is football, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game? Chance! What a wonderful goal!
Reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their target.
Now it's Cantona. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a keeper, no. Spread out to the left. Looking for options for movement. Bit of an attack. Calafiori. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's fabulous. Ronaldinho has the space to scheme. He's picked his way through. And the shot! Has another go! It's loose now and they want to get it. Neymar, he can run onto that. Cantona, chance. Real chance! Ronaldo! Superb! They are right back in business. Well, yeah, true finish.
That's brilliant.
The referee says that is that for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams up.
I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Number 9,
Chiellini. Pedri. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Ronaldinho. And there's Green. Shot goal!
It's usually something very memorable, or even
Ronaldo.
they've got to make this nice and quick.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
An instinctive delivery. Pedri, a player so... Oh, shooting chance! Forward up. 2-up now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in.
He's one-on-one. Chance! And that's in. And they are
21,
so check. And here's Mbappe. Looking to play him in.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, good ball! Distributed tidily. He's having a shot! Oh, good read.
That was well played.
And the shot! And it's in! Oh, Red, nice interception. Brzezinski. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Messi finding himself in space. Impressive jump! And that would have been game, set and match.
Everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's got away. And Dyke did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? The most accurate pass. Chiesa in acres of space. Pedri. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Space for him to turn and look. He has found the way through. He slings it and a header! And he hits the net! Deep! He watched it all the way. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was close. instructions will be written. It is time to... This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very... That's Gerrard. Well, that looks a decent ball. Aguero. It's Aguero! Oh, it's hit the... Tonali. Nice. Ended up in no man's land. Gerrard. Gerrard! Steven Gerrard! The man finish of true class! It was the crispest.
So good from him.
Brzezinski. That's beautifully weighted. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Perez. Nicely spread. Yamal gets into a good position. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! And level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug
Without
up.
hesitation. And it's half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side
Given more control in this second half.
What if... DiMarco. Kimmich. And he's managed to get free. And this is Perez. And the shot! And a shot machine!
Oh, that was magnificent. What a way.
Kimmich.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And Shevchenko! And collective relief etched on the face. Cover this.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's very neat. Now it's Perez. He's had it taken off him. Van Dijk. It's made its way to him. Just the keeper in his way. He's having a shot! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And it's Roberto Carlos.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Can he get on the end of this? Nedved, impressive jump.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. And he's picked it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Well seen. Saw that coming. Up. And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity.
And that's the complete 4-1-2-3 overload setup I'm using in eFootball 2027. This is my first time testing this playstyle, but after playing some actual matches, I'm pretty impressed with the attacking power, one-touch passing, and pressure that overload can create. If you guys like this setup and want me to test more variations using fluent formation, let me know by leaving a like and a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe and support the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.